It's the finals of the North American Championship from Gen Con 2015. My name is Steven.
And I'm Tim.
We are here with Team Covenant, joined by, on the screen, Lucas Lee on the right, St. Louis Regional Champion and Tulsa Regional Champion, among others. I believe maybe down in Florida as well. Pacer Stringfellow playing noise, long heralded as the best noise player in the world.
At least in this video series.
And I've heard a lot of people say this. Lucas Lee, first came into the game, a year and a half, maybe a little more than that ago. I remember seeing him at the Independence Regionals.
That's the first time I met him.
In Kansas, and has since become one of the premier players of this game. That means, folks, it is possible to go from nothing to champion in a very short amount of time, ultimately, given how much a lot of people have been playing this game, myself included.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to keep an eye on things here. It's a classic NBN NEH race. Now, this is a rematch. We saw Pacer play this exact matchup against Lucas Lee earlier in the bracket, so check that game out if you need to. And can he do it again?
Well, I think yes.
Well, keep in mind, if Pacer wins this game, this thing's over.
Yeah,
we have ourselves a new
over.
champion. And if Lucas wins, he takes it to a game 2 where he seats himself up to win the championship himself. Both players playing on the Quetzal mat, given out at the North American Championship that you are now watching. And Lucas starting his turn off with an install to draw from Near Earth Hub's ability.
The thing that is so crazy about this matchup, Steven,
Install over HQ, nothing
is
over
how
R&D.
there's no way to know, really, how it's going to play out.
No way. It's a race. Pacer's played this a million times. Hits that pop-up window on HQ. Chooses a card. Sees a toll booth. And first access to the game happens. Here's R&D. Top. And it stays. Third is going to be Parasite the pop-up window. Discards a card for Noise's ability. And final is going to be R&D for a double check. And there's the NAPD. So there we have it.
Is that an Astro? Okay.
NAPD comes into play. Daily Business Show, going to put it on bottom in favor of an Architect. Oh no, looks like the opposite, actually.
Interesting.
Grabs the NAPD.
Interesting.
That's quite interesting, isn't it? That's interesting, dude.
Okay, sure.
Hey,
I'm not in the finals.
I think that happened.
I think so, too.
I think it happened.
I could be wrong in that.
We've
I've been wrong on bigger things.
He installs a card, draws up. Got 2 actions left. Install over R&D and install over HQ. Could we see the dreaded double wraparound that we saw last time these guys
It's
clashed?
definitely possible.
Certainly Pacer's economy not as set up as it once was.
Or it's just a pop-up window.
Pays 1 to get through, and we have yet another access.
How about pop-up window being the most annoying card ever?
Hey, Spark Agency coming to a theater near you.
And how about that alt-art pop-up window being the most annoying art ever?
Just annoying. R&D sees the Architect.
Maybe he
did
put the
grab it.
NAPD
I
in the
imagine
bottom.
He did. And going to get to install a card for free. Now, this game turning super hard for Lucas up front. Now, if you guys go back and watch the original game that they played early in the bracket, completely different beast. Completely different game. Pacer at this point having nothing set up, no economy, no ASOPs, no viruses. Lucas has 2 pieces of good ice out. He's got his NEH ability working. Daily Business Show is up. Need an imp out here, really. This is just going heavily in NEH's favor. Installs a card off of that Architect. Draws the card that he sees there. Puts the rest in order as he chooses.
I like the little mental game that Lucas is playing by having snare sleeves on his NEH deck.
Absolutely. Installs a card from Archives. Pop-up window. Access. Sees something. Yeah, it is. It is a good mental. I wonder how effective that actually is. It probably is more effective than we would like to believe.
It's probably at least a percentage of it, like a. It's noticeable. That's all I'm saying.
If there's a dude who's not affected by it, though, it is Pacer.
Yeah.
That's a guy that's just not caring about it. Daily Business Show happens. Oh, it's so hard to see that every time. Get your pick of the litter. Increase your
Daily Business
chances.
Show. Why is it a Nibian card? Why is it only 1 influence?
Why?
I love it.
I love it.
Paul, love it.
All right, Pacer drawing a card to start his turn off. Looking for some econ here. Could use a cash.
Cash is what he wants.
Aesops. There's a data sucker for a discard. And where's the money coming from? Nowhere. That's
Where is the money, honey?
Runs Archives, see if he can scoop a point or 2. And instead flips a sweeps week and a toll booth. Data sucker gets a token. Daily Business Show triggers at the start of Lucas's turn.
It's so good, Steven.
He just gets to choose what he wants. Breaking news goes under.
Interesting.
And now we see the turn. Install Looks like potentially on the Sand there. And then Rez's Sand installs twice to score the first Astro. And my friends, we have a train on our hands.
Chugga choo choo.
The station is locked and loaded. Of course, for those out there that don't know, this is your first Netrunner game or one of your first. The Astro Train is what we call this. AstroScript pilot program, the agenda from NBN, can just continue to fast advance more copies of itself and others out of hand. So that's what we call the Astro Train. All aboard.
It just keeps going.
Toot, toot.
Toot, 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 toot.
NBN's signature agenda. Also
it's a
seeing
shipment from Sansan.
Shipment
You're keeping
from
that.
Sansan going up there. Making a choice.
Yeah, you have to take this.
Grabs the shipment. There. Can now start to fast advance from no
0
money.
credits.
Sweeps weak. Goes
but
up to 5.
He has money.
And plays right up over HQ. Just enough ice to make it happen. Pacer, no money, no points.
It's important to point out Pacer is broke.
Street Peddler looking for cash.
Hopefully he got one there. And he did.
And there it is. Installs for free off the Peddler.
Double cash. That's
Discards
not what you want.
a cash. Yeah, not exactly what you need. Just a slow, tough start for Noise here. The worst that I've seen.
It's pretty.
And I've
pretty
seen a
bad.
lot. There's the pawn shop. All right, we're starting to get there.
It's picking up steam.
Pacer's starting to get set up. Is Lucas just going to draw into an Astro
So
here?
now there's 2 trains here leaving the station at the same time.
He's got a daily business show. He hasn't seen the second Astro. I think there he pulls a Beal. You got to just score that on the Sand. Just take the points.
Yeah.
Does he take them, though? Does he take them? Does he shipment? Yep. Takes the points. Install advance twice. Beal comes out. And my friends, we are looking at NBN racing as it always does.
It's kind of impressive how consistently it just does it.
Well, we got an open Sand, we got an open daily business show, we've got an Astro with a counter. You can't ask for better. It's like Pacer's just now starting the game. He just now is getting online here.
Yep.
Draws a card for the turn. Not liking it. You can tell. He just doesn't like what he's seeing here.
I can't blame him.
Yeah, not a lot of good looks here.
Can you blame him?
Deja Vu, he just needs those cashes back.
Double cash, I assume.
And discard some cards here. Installs cash, discards one from the top. Looks like he got a hedge fund there. Gains the 3. And does he cash again?
Probably. How many, is this click 4? Yeah.
And hits archives. He's a hedge fund, gains a data sucker counter. Kind of a desperate archives play, it looks like. And Lucas draws nothing but ice. That's not what he's looking for here.
No,
he needs
he wants
agendas.
an Astro.
Right now. Anything. My Kingdom for an agenda. Now, he can potentially draw here.
Oh, definitely.
And still score this out. Which is not a bad idea. But plays it safe. Protects his face down over there.
Which is probably another Sansan.
Cash gets Aesoped.
So the money's rolling now.
Money's starting to happen. Can he get on top of this thing? Need to see a Mimic. There's the Grimoire. Now these cashers get even better. There's a cash for 4. Discards the top card. He's going to sell it for 3. That's just a 7 money turn right there. So good.
There's a lot of thinking happening here.
A lot of thinking.
Pacer knows he has to dig here if he wants to get out of this hole.
There's the Corroder. Going to deal with that wraparound that you presume is on HQ, or at least on one of these remotes. Not going to res, so he called it right. Wraparound stays down, and we get in the hand here. He's got to protect. And sees a Biotic Labor.
Oh, not what you want to see.
Not what you want to see, but now Lucas can fast advance the world.
The world is his.
And what does he see? I think no agenda still.
Well,
it can't be.
It can be, though.
Installs Jackson, going to draw 2. Can still get an agenda in here. Yep. Installs and advances once with the Astro counter. We have another Astro.
Choo-choo.
Now pressure is on. Pacer
Game point.
Pacer has got to stop him here. Sells the cash.
Once ever the NBN player is on 6 points and an Astro counter, though,
and
you're on 0?
You've got a daily business show. You've got a Jackson Howard. There is nothing to be done here. All he needs is a breaking news, Beal,
He needs
Astro,
any agenda.
NAPD. He's got it.
Any agenda, literally,
Pacer
he can score.
He doesn't have the money or the time to trash all this stuff. He just got outpaced here. No pun
Pacer got
intended.
outpaced. Lol.
Tough one to look at. What's his shot here? Install Hades or something? I mean, I don't know. Second is draw. It's just not what he needs right here. Not what he needs at all. Still digging. You don't want to be digging in this moment right now. Lucas probably feeling good about this one.
Yeah, this game is pretty much nail in the coffin.
I mean, this is why you run Fast Advance NEH. And he really needed to see even a clot there would have been okay.
Clot was probably his out, if you want to call that. I'm using quotation marks here.
And he's going to check HQ and sees a Shimmer from Sansan. Going to go ahead and chuck that with the Imp. May as well. Not many more turns happening here. Daily Business Show. Does he draw the agenda here?
I don't know. I didn't see.
Install. Yeah, he got something there. Advanced twice. And there it is. NAPD comes out. Well done, Lucas Lee. Going on to the finals, the second true finals.
Some might say the grandest finals.
Fighting for his life, and now all bets are off. All terms are equal. We have Pacer facing off against Lucas in the final. They're going to switch sides, and we'll see who brings this trophy home, guys. Stick with us.
See you guys.